What's up, everybody? Welcome to Observe Proceed, where I observe, they proceed to react. And today I want to react to this story that's been developing, kind of been developed since the pandemic and the defund the police movement, where the LAPD is understaffed and they're underfunded basically. So they try to go to the mayor to try to get this issue resolved, to get some funds in, hire more people. And let's check out the story.
Developing tonight, a new class of LAPD officers is ready to hit the streets. But could this be one of the last graduations for a while? The mayor says a funding crisis could bring hiring to a halt. And the ripple.
So the already underfunded LAPD, understaffed that is not going to have any new staffings for a while, bro. That is wild. Considering like we see all the crime that's still happening. They're saying it's going down, but honestly, maybe the murders have gone down. Everything else has gone up. So I mean that's kind of wild.
Effect could be drastic. Fox 11's Gina Silva is live in downtown LA with more. Gina?
Laura, the LAPD got some new funding, but it's nowhere near what the department was asking for.
And it's really just a reckless political theater. And it's awful because what's being gamed here is this idea that we're trying to prohibit hiring. And that's the furthest from the truth.
The LA City Council spent much of its meeting debating whether to approve a $4.4 million request to hire more LAPD officers. Some council members expressed frustration at being rushed into a major funding decision.
So, I mean, the city does not want to give him the money to hire. So it did happen. Defund the police really happened out here. Like not only out here, in most of the country actually, but yeah, drastically defunded the police. That was for real.
Do we follow a budget process that's grounded in honesty and fiscal solvency, or do we set aside our process to meet an entirely manufactured deadline?
For me, the health and safety of our constituents is number one. This will help us start growing back to the number where I believe that this city needs to be.
In the end, the council approved only $1 million increase, allowing a new class of LAPD recruits to start training in January.
All right, so they were going for 4-point-something million, and they got a 4 for that. Like, whoa. That's defunding the police. So they can't make these hires. People are saying, oh, the LAPD is understaffed, but, that's why they're understaffed. The city won't approve the budget. Because, I mean, I don't want to be like a conspiracy theorist, but honestly, why can't they approve that? Because that takes money out their pockets that they want to line up in some stupid, like, little organization where they can get that money. That's what these politicians do. And that's what political theater really is. I'm going to get in office to enrich my own pockets, not help the actual city. We're still going to pretend we're doing this and that over here. We're going to allocate some funds here and there. But the full funding, no. We got to break us off too. And that's what's really going on in a lot of cities, not just LA.
LAPD has been spread way too thin. From the fires on January 7th to the civil unrest to today, we've watched them struggle to balance everyday needs with those concurrent commitments to staff multiple ongoing events and emergencies. We have major world events coming. Residents and businesses all over the city are begging for more police resources. Our 911 and emergency response times are already abysmally low.
Okay, speaking of that, the response times, bro, I've seen people call cops like on the scene of accidents, or something went down, like they got robbed or some store got robbed or whatever. They'd be calling the cops, right? The cops don't show up for hours, bro. Like at least an hour, bro. They don't show up. And then when they do show up, yeah, they say, "Oh, we're understaffed. We were busy here, we were busy there." And by that time, the criminal or the criminals, they're already long gone, and Oh well, it's like, okay, well, we tried, but you know they're not here no more. We're out. Like domestic violence situations, all type of situations, bro. Someone could be getting stabbed or something, and like, you know, you could throw a whole party before they show up and still get away because they don't show up like right. They don't show up anywhere near the time limit that all these events transpire. And yeah, and to hear that it's only gonna get worse. That what does that mean? That means the crime is gonna get worse. It's like they're purposely trying to do that or something. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
So there was a lot of going back and forth on this subject. In the end, it was the $1 million that was approved, and that's for 240 police recruits to go through the training through the academy in January. Now, the biggest
240 in a city of millions, bro. Come on. I mean, that's barely doing anything. Hardly doing anything. Hardly a difference.
concern for many of the council members was getting money from the reserve, which is designated only for emergencies. They also talked about this sense of emergency, and they felt like it wasn't. It was just fabricated. They said it didn't need to be on a Friday, the last meeting before the holidays. Laura?
Well, Gina, of course, everyone wants to feel safe in their neighborhoods. What are the chances that they will be able to go back next year and try?
And you know, I'm not advocating for this to be a police state, but like she said, people want to feel safe. And for a city as big as LA, you're gonna be understaffed with police. That doesn't make any damn sense, bro. That doesn't make any sense.
To get more money, or is this it for a whole year?
Well, this is for this fiscal year. So, yes, they can absolutely come back and try to request additional funding. And that's what many of the council members were suggesting. Like, why can't we just do this at a later time, not right now? And we need to figure out where the money is going to come from. They also talked about the possibility of layoffs if they actually provided the 4.4, because in the end, it's not just the $4.4 million. It's going to be many more millions.
Well, of course, we've been hearing about this ongoing crisis for a long time.
Oh my God, you know, and it's gonna keep going for a long time. What are these comments saying? Why would anyone want to work for the LAPD when they can go work for a city and county that appreciates law enforcement such as Orange County? Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of people in LA, and they might want to help their neighborhood. The $43 billion in missing homeless funds would cover this 1,000 times over. Where are the homeless funds? Mayor Karen Bass and the city council need to resign. Oh man, you know, like I said, they allocate these funds so they can get their get back. It's obvious. And anyway, I have a chase right here that's a perfect example of how understaffed the LAPD is. It's actually a female, and they let her go crazy with no police in sight. They did have a chopper, which we're seeing the chopper less and less now because it's been pretty dry out here with the chopper, but these chases are still happening. But anyway, let's check this out.
Yes, I hear the IFB.
No 12, no units in sight. So let's fast forward here. She's just casually speeding through the streets, Van Nuys
Boulevard in Arleta.
In the valley.
And now he's right out your door.
Some weird Telecaster lady.
Becoming 2 o'clock.
Is that the chopper person?
Yes, we're in Arleta.
Who's she talking to?
Yes.
You know, these broadcasts on these news networks suck, bro.
Surveillance mode just may not be working for this individual. If the watch commander determines that that is in fact the case, then they may get the units behind
so anyway,
at some point.
This chase really it's not really a chase. They just let her drive,
yep.
rutted reds and stuff.
Yeah, like right there, he just ran that red.
They don't even know it's a she yet. But not one unit in sight, basically.
At this point, we haven't heard. I am hearing though, as the police helicopter kind of comes up with what their tactic is going to be when this police pursuit comes to an end. So they
What is the tactic
are
when they're not
anticipating
there?
that he's going to try to bail from the vehicle at some point, especially since he's been just kind of circling the same area here in the valley.
Okay, well, that's the plan right there. The plan is let her keep doing this, putting people in danger. They're going to eventually run out of gas or run into somewhere, and that's when we're going to come in. But at that point, bro, a lot could happen. And, you know, they could possibly get away too because you're not even there. They could just run into some place and you'll never find them. I mean, but that's the strategy here.
They think that perhaps this is an area
Well, they're
the driver
understaffed.
is familiar with,
That's
and
why.
he's going to try to.
So anyway, let's just keep fast forwarding. Little sharp turn. She's not good at turn. That's how you could tell it's a woman
He turned
driver.
real quick.
The turns are awful. God awful.
Northbound. He's in some apartments right off our nose.
Alright. Keep
Okay.
going.
Look still. Becoming 3.
Running through the speed bumps. If your car's
wow,
wow.
that was close. Almost crashed.
That's what happens when you
yeah.
run reds.
Our 2 o'clock. Continuing northbound.
Running the stop signs, right?
He just turned his lights off.
And what's the point of turning the lights off right now? You can completely turn them off, but there's no point in that. That's not going to help you. Christmas.
Cul-de-sac.
Get out. Okay. Okay, that was retarded. We saw how bad she was turning and everything already, but that was just like, bro, what is this, like a child or something, bro? Like, look at his turn.
Cul-de-sac.
Right into the trash
He just
cans.
crashed. He just crashed. He's just behind a tree.
She says he, it's a she.
Suspect out and running.
There she is. And she ain't even running, she's walking. She's right here somewhere. Walking. I honestly think she was ready to give up right there. But oh, there's actually no cops. I'm just gonna walk away. See, when there's no one following, you could do anything. You could do anything, man. It's kind of like, I don't remember that video Forgot About Dre with Eminem and Dr. Dre, where Eminem just crashes into somebody's house and starts doing everything. This is kind of like what's going on right now. Like, and look, the response time is crazy.
This is the brightest I can go, Jamie.
There's no one in sight. If this was a real violent criminal, they could have ran into somebody's house, took hostages. Instead of, you could have just pulled up and got him right away. I'm just saying.
Yeah. There's the house. Oh, he's gonna get another car.
What is she talking about? Who is he? And what other car are you talking about? Why are you making things like these newscasters?
I've got this lady here. I think, yeah.
That's her.
I think she was in the car.
She was the driver.
She's running.
And the only person there. Not really a high IQ look. Lights on and everything. Doesn't look like she's trying to get away, though. Like, hey, I'm here. I got a big light. Come get me. Look, I'm flashing the helicopter.
And she's running again.
Huge light. I'm not sure if she's trying to get away or not, but why is she running away from the scene then? With a huge light.
There she is.
Now she's just trying to look like she's just a normal person walking.
Hold here, George.
Oh, it's not me.
We're gonna make contact with her right now and take her into custody. They got her.
I don't know what's going on, but you know, they got lucky that it was just some stupid girl over here. It was some real criminal, bro. A lot could have happened, but we know why, because they're understaffed. They couldn't bother following her. They're busy. Busy. There should be an automatic prison sentence for, I mean, there is. Ain't really much in the comments here, but yeah. Oh, look, Karen Bass, nothing to be concerned about. Just another dedicated Karen Bass campaign worker. Bro, yeah. Another question, man. Who voted for Karen Bass? I know I did. I don't know anyone that did. Nobody, bro. And that's saying a lot, you know. These politicians, I don't know how they're getting put in office over here, but ain't no one voting for them, bro. That's food for thought. Anyway, you know, good talk today. Makes you think about what's really happening out there with our tax dollars. You know. See you guys on the next video. We'll have something better. It's been kind of, you know, dry in the LAPD car chases. I mean, they're happening, but nothing too crazy. But, you know, I'll come back soon, as soon as we get a good one. Anyways, guys, have a good, blessed day. Be safe out there. I'm out. Peace.